Okay, man. We gonna pick a woman mind, man. We gonna pick it. You know, all the shit is just So for the ones who don't know, who are you? Tell me your name, where you're from.
I'm Cheryl Downey. I'm from Wichita, Kansas. I am the owner of Beyond Lashes Boutique and Apparel LLC, located currently at 3934 East 13th Street North. And I've been here April the 1st, 9 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, well, look,
Yeah,
shit.
clock it.
Stop me from getting what I said I got it, cause I stay committed.
We gonna go ahead and jump into it. So what we gonna do is today we gonna pick the mind of a woman, just to try to get some perspective on what men or dudes or whoever may think, So every question ain't gonna be soft. I mean, are you a soft woman?
I am soft. I am soft now, but it's taken me a while to get here. I haven't always been soft. Like, I'm in my soft woman era, if I can say so right now. That's
you graduated from the.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So today and yesterday, we all agree is there's a real contrast between it, man. And so, for you as a woman, what are some issues that you see in modern day dating?
Well, the biggest issues now is society just tricks everybody into believing what they want to believe instead of what it really is. Dating now is cliche. Like, it's cliche. Like, because no one dates anymore for the right reasons. People are always out for something.
That sucks.
It does suck, but it's true. Like, women are looking for a man with the bag. Men are looking for women with the biggest ass and assets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just changed. Society's changed so much. Men are looking for women that have money, and they don't have no money. That don't make sense. Like,
do you think social media play any part in this?
Plays the biggest role in it all.
Because I think that social media, not only with females, because I don't feel like in the comments going through the shit, but not only females, I think that social media plays a part in everything, how people date, the way that they feel that their beauty is.
Absolutely.
Their self-esteem. People, this is the difference between my era and today's era. That's social media. I didn't have that shit like that.
I didn't either. So, we didn't even have cell phones when I was growing up.
No.
So you didn't know about all these fights. You didn't know about really nothing that was going on in nobody's life. People were more private. Mm-hmm. It wasn't, commercialized. It wasn't out there in the forefront. I mean, if you knew everybody and everything that was going on, then you knew. But if you didn't know, then you just didn't know. And I just feel like some of it was better because it's just too broadcast about everybody's business and everybody's lives.
There's no real privacy. We are privacy. So the thing is this: if I'm a guy, so I didn't get a chance to ask 100 guys, but in my experience, females have more of a problem with accountability. How do you feel about that?
I agree.
Do you?
I do agree.
Man, because I had a conversation the other day. She was like, no, it's everybody. I'm like, yeah, it is everybody. But my experience tell me from things that I see every day, like I asked a woman. Mm-hmm. So, and she's level-headed as shit to me, but I still think at the end of the day, her genes are women. So do you think that women take accountability? They don't really hold accountability.
No, women, it's because there are a lot of good women. Mm-hmm. So when you have a lot of good women, they tend to not look at their flaws. They tend to just think that they're right about everything. I'm one of those women. I've been there. I never ever really stopped to think about my negativity or me not holding myself accountable until after I was out of the relationships that I've been in. And then I sat back and thought how the things that I done could have changed the trajectory of the relationship.
You know, a lot of females will kill you for that.
Hey, it's real. And when you heal and you're growing and you're understanding who you really are, you can say what's real. That's real. Women do not hold themselves accountable, but y'all want to hold the man accountable for everything. Hold on.
Ooh.
You had an action and you played a part in it too. So every action, there's a reaction, whether it's good or bad.
Ooh.
I'm bringing the heat.
No, I'm
coming out hot. It's not. I'm not about to play about this thing. I'm not about to sit up here and act like I'm holier than thou and I've been perfect every relationship and it's been always the man been wrong.
Nah.
Now I have been in some wrong relationships. However, women don't hold themselves accountable as much as they should.
Okay. Are men and women equal in your eyes?
I feel like we are equal to a certain extent.
I agree.
We're equal and there's a boundary there because men are the leaders. And so how can you be equal if you're not the man? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, we're equal. However, the man is the leader. So we as women have to learn our role with the man.
Oh my God. I don't know what. I'm
going with that fire.
Oh my God. Because that's
hey man,
saying shit that's gonna get you whacked.
No, I'm not.
No. Female society.
Hey, listen. They gonna be mad about the truth about what's
I told them that sometimes the truth makes them upset. So men and women are equal, and like so you got men, chivalry ain't there no more, like for a lot of men, right?
Right.
So you got these females that's, like, I don't know, they want to fight men. I think that's crazy to me. I don't see no woman should be no weak woman, but I think women get away from men that's that kind of people.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But
Absolutely.
trying to physically, or you got women that attack men. Do you believe that how do you feel about a woman attacking a man, like punching and hitting? Do you like, as soon as he hit her back, like, oh my God, he slapped this broad or whatever? Or how do you feel about that kind of situation?
I mean, I really feel like a woman can't hurt a man even if she do punch him or whatever is going on in the situation. However, that's just not a role for a woman. If you are a woman, you should know you better walk away, because if he beat your ass because you put your hands on him, then you're gonna be mad, and of course he shouldn't have done so, but you shouldn't have put your hands on him either. I don't care what he done. I don't care what's going on, and that's vice versa.
So they dismiss themselves from them kind of situation.
Yeah.
Because if you, at least where I'm at in the world, I've seen that it's a lot of people died behind females.
Yeah. Literally
behind a female, unworthy female. I'm not even saying that but it's amazing because I can be around a female and think like, yeah, I'd never get her. That attitude, that mouth, that the way she carry herself. I don't like no managed broad.
Right. I
don't want no broad that's running around acting, some kind of way. Men like soft females. But
beautiful women. Like, what man, like, okay, I'm gonna just even give a little broad example. Like, I listened to 3 songs of that new rapper, Ken the Man.
Okay.
3 songs. And I had them. Though, right? Yes, it's a female rapper that thinks she's a man. Okay. God. And it's just what it is. I don't care. She thinks she's a man. And I listened to 3 songs and it just left a nasty taste in my mouth because she didn't have nothing positive to say. And so I felt like, I mean, and really, to be honest, this past Friday was the first time I ever heard her name.
Okay.
First time I ever heard anything about the woman. And so I'm so confused on the whole title. Ken, the man.
I'm confused on it myself.
I really want to ask her or ask somebody, how did you come up with your title? However, listening to the 3 songs, you think you a nigga. So when you think you a nigga, I understand how you came up with your title. And so with that being said, hey man, I get to the bag like everybody else. I'm going to work. I'm gonna work 2-3 jobs. I'm gonna hustle. I'm gonna do everything that I need to do to make sure that me and my household is straight.
Yeah.
That don't mean I'm about to think I'm a nigga. That don't mean I'm about to think I'm, you know, I'm you know what I'm saying? I can't be touched and you this and that, you soft and you a bitch ass nigga or whatever. Like, so that's childish.
I'm a dude. And from my era, I like to hear, like, okay, you got a lot of female rap out too, killing the game. Man, as a guy, I don't like to hear a lot of females talk about ops, guns, all that shit. I'm more of, I like to hear, I don't, you know, Sexy Red is too far too. She's garbage for me. That's you know, I just like substance in my music.
Absolutely.
And today it's not.
There's hardly any. They'll let anybody get on the radio. They don't care who it is or what they're talking about. And that's the problem today. I remember being a child listening to music, and my mother and father, I had 2 dads. So I had 2 dads, and then with my mom and my grandparents and everybody, they always taught me, don't just listen to anything.
Yeah.
If it don't have no substance, what are you listening to it for? Like, don't just clog your ears up with a bunch of mess. Like, what is we listening to?
Yeah,
what's going on?
What you let in.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, females, they have high expectations, but do they meet some of the expectations that they expect to be brought to the table? Like, a man can find a broke woman, right? And he'll it's okay for him to take her in, and you know, we build from there. But for a woman to find a broke man that's not put together, it's an issue. So women have high expectations like that. Do they come to the wood with the same standards for themselves, or exceeding the expectations they expect a man to have?
I think that it really depends on age and where you're meeting that person at. And that depends on the man or the woman. So I just feel like, you know, all women, they do be on, oh, he broke, he ain't got this, he ain't this, that, and the third. However, you don't know where he's going, and you don't know where he's growing to, and you don't know what he's been through.
Facts. And
that's the same for a woman. You know, you don't know what she's going through, you don't know what she's been through. So the thing about that situation is everybody has their down time, their down moments in life. You might meet somebody in their down time and down moment, and they may not have what you expect for them to have.
True.
But that doesn't necessarily mean they won't grow or go to
the way that you're thinking in the manner of some I've lived common sense. That's how it works. But for a majority of them, you can even hear them all day. He ain't got shit. Like, I got this, because you know the problem is, for a lot of females, they think that what their accomplishments are something it's not taking anything away. The accomplishments are great. The accomplishments are great, but men look for. That's like, okay, if I was a manager at let's say a Walmart, right? And my woman happens to be a CEO of a company. I don't feel like I'm gonna be emasculated by you or follow you. You still have to, in my opinion, play the role as your woman.
Absolutely.
You know, so, but women, it's popular that they can already talk about how he ain't got this because he's not all the way done, you know, with his journey.
Well, I mean, none of us are done with our journey as long as we still living and going through what we're going through. So I'm saying that to say this: you can't even judge a book by its cover.
Right.
You can't. But people do so well and so often that it takes time to understand and know what this person is on, whether it's the man or the female. So you might meet them and they might not have shit at that moment. But if you keep on watching and keep on growing and keep on seeing, then you might see them turning in and be like, okay, wait, this motherfucker know what they doing and they trying. Come on, man. And so that's the thing. So that's what's wrong with society is, you know, the male and the females both. You know, because the niggas will do the same shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
that bitch ain't got shit. She ain't about shit. She ain't this, that, and the third.
On the other hand, that question is a double-edged for me because I'll see some really broke niggas and the bitches are true. They'll get him anyway. So I guess this just back to the society's an entitlement of people is a big part of this too. Do you
Absolutely.
Do you feel like females are feel entitled to, or are they just entitled people, or is that just a generational, or is that just a people thing?
I think it's generational. Absolutely, I think it's generational because for me, as I've grown into who I am today,
right.
I've always thought about the person that I'm with before I'm with them, like, you know, and I think about how they treat me. I think about how we are together. I've never been the one to sit up and think about how much money he got or what he doing for me. I've always been the one, I want to help us grow and build and see where we can go. And it's been times where they ain't had it all together. You know what I mean? And I didn't leave and run and call him a broke ass nigga or none of that. I didn't do none of that. I stayed down until I couldn't stay down no more.
But you gave it a valid.
But I gave it a valid go at it. So that's for me. But I see a lot now that people aren't giving each other a chance. You know, you'll see something that a man will see something that they like, or a female will see something that they like. And then as soon as it's something that they don't like about that person, instead of staying down and trying to help them change, they running.
But you can't change some people. Some people
exactly. No, what I'm saying. So what I'm saying about that is, I'm not saying stay down forever. If you stay down long enough to see what you need to see, then it ain't right, then get your ass gone. Don't, you can't let somebody bring you down. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to go a different way than what they're going, then why would you stay to continue to let them drag you down? Now that's the part.
So are females more delusional today than they were yesterday?
Absolutely.
You think so?
And men are too.
Yeah.
Both. You got both there.
And the delusional. So people just see things how they want to see it.
Yeah.
And regardless of common sense and that kind of.
They just go off of how they feel. And that's the problem because people are self-medicating with liquor, with drugs, and all kind of things to where you ain't thinking in your right mind. And
so the difference between men and women today for you, you know, like, is there, so the way that my elders explained to me and the way that I hear about times before me, that there were whole families, mother, father, they say that the people come in and separated the families a little bit. And at some point in time, like I got a neighbor, he speaks on, like, you know, that's why our uncles and our grandmas and everybody that age, they don't like how we deal with one another because they say, you know, they had to fight that fight for us to be where we are today.
Absolutely.
So females are running around here
thinking they niggas.
You and giving this, and they're like really promiscuous, but it's supposed to be a thing to where it's long. And men, I hate to say that, and niggas, they come up with no home training or how they, you know, and I explained to you earlier, I had to grow into me learning how to treat women. So the difference between men and women today, for me, is it goes back to the entitlement thing a little bit. The generations before me, and I'm sure my elders say that about our generation.
Right.
Generation before me is, I think that, I mean, after me, I think that they come up in the digital era.
Absolutely. And
they don't, you know, they don't understand. I just don't know if they understand life, how how it is in the essence of life. Like shit, you know, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks was my era.
Yeah.
Today, the young niggas, I don't know. How do you feel? Is there a difference between today and yesterday?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And it's amazing. So, masculine women. When masculine women put themselves in men's place, we already kind of touched a little bit. Do you feel like, you know, a man hit a woman, it's wrong. Woman hit a man, it's wrong. So if you see a woman slap the shit out of a man, he slap her back, you're not gonna feel that bad about it.
No.
Okay.
It's happened to me. I've been in that same situation. I'd have slapped the shit out of a nigga. He slapped the shit out of me back. And I mean, I couldn't even be mad about him slapping the shit out of me back because I slapped the shit out of him first.
I'm really intrigued. Listen, so one thing I do understand is I try to understand what being a female on this earth with men, what you might have to go through as far as things they say to you. What have you heard? Because, you know, I'm going to just give you an example. Like I told you, a guy could approach you and you might just turn him down like regular, like, no, I'm not interested, and he'll call you a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of situations have you experienced like that?
That very situation on numerous occasions. Really? I've dealt with, oh my God, it's been unreal. You know, men will sexualize you just off of seeing you.
Right.
You know, they will look at you, oh my gosh, she's so gorgeous from head to toe. It's more than that to a woman being gorgeous from head to toe. Keeping yourself up is... I mean, that's a priority. If you ain't keeping yourself up, I don't know what you're doing. That's one. Two, I went places because I'm not insecure, nor am I conceited, either one. So with that being said, I know that I'm beautiful. I know that I have a pretty face. I know I have a beautiful body. I know all of these things. So with that being said, I went places and pretty much like covering up myself because I don't want that attention. Kind of attention. You know what I'm saying? And I'll get there and niggas will be like, why are you covering it up? You need to take that off. You know, all of that old kind of shit. And I'm telling you, it used to piss me the fuck off. Cause it's like,
well, you done got grown now.
I used to get mad because I used to feel like, is that all you see when you see me? Mm-hmm. When you see me, is all you see is my fat ass or all you see is my pretty face? Mm-hmm. Like there's so much more to me than that. So that used to bother me. It used to. I've grown to where it don't bother me no more. I don't know what era I was in, but I was in some type of era to where I, was like, yeah, let me put this jacket around my waist or let me not wear like this, right?
That's a real thought.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Just
let me put this jacket around my waist.
Yes,
absolutely. Because I don't want that attention. Like, I know what I look like, but I don't want all of that. I just came here to have a drink or I came here to get some food or whatever the case may be. I don't want to be.
It's got to be hard, like for a female just to, at least for the ones who's not wanting attention.
Right.
Like if you could just go somewhere to have a drink, you just want to go and it almost seems like niggas has got that pink thing hanging out every time.
Every time. And it's a sad thing. I've dealt with, I'd have been, fuck you, bitch, and all of that.
So was it a time when you was young and you were developed into the body, into the face, into all that to where that attention, because the young chicks like attention? You was never wanting that attention?
Never. I've never been clean to it. I actually, even when I was younger, I've always been me. I've always had this shape. I've always, but when I was younger, I never showed it off. I never was like, let y'all see me type of thing. You know what I mean? It wasn't until I got older where I'm like, okay, girl, you older, you look good, go on and show that shit off. Like, and that's how I am now. Like, I go to the gym every day. So yeah, I want y'all to see me because I'm 50 now, and I'm looking better than some of you 20 and 30-year-olds. So
what's some? I imagine the shit men have said to you. Like, is it always sexual? Does it get sexual pretty quick?
Pretty quick, if I allow it or entertain it. Yeah,
entertain it. Now, what advice? First off, what advice would you give any young females that's coming up that might go through what you went through as far as, you know, the attention you were getting due to how you look?
You can't entertain it. You can't. You have to ignore that. And if a man is coming at you like that from the gate, all he want is some ass. He want to lay down with you. He ain't worried about your mind. He ain't worried about nothing else you got going on. That's what he want. Period. Point blank. So run, ladies, and I mean fast.
So niggas, they talk to women how they talk to them, and they sexualize a lot of shit. So, like I said, I heard numerous occasions that men eat ass. Now mind you, I thought I was somebody. I thought I was real, but apparently niggas is realer. And
whoa!
I'm just saying, them niggas eating
that
ass
doesn't make them realer.
No, I'm just talking about
that makes them faker.
They ask you to eat ass.
Ain't no man never asked me no shit like that.
I hear it a lot.
I've never heard it, and if you ask me something like that, you can pretty much know that it's done for.
No, wait.
The conversation, relationship, whatever's going on,
What if they just
you like some shit?
What if they just sneak and try to do it because you're already in the midst?
No, absolutely. Hold on, because we about to stop this whole session. Like what, sir? What did you just ask me?
No, they just gonna try to do it. So a guy told me, I can't name him. He said, because you know when this kind of conversations came up, he was like, "Man, there's a couple of niggas I know, bro, that they get their ass ate." And he used to say, "Man, that was gay." He said, but now he's wondering because that just might be the thing because of the numerous dudes he knows.
Wondering what? If they're gay or not?
That's fucking gay.
That is. It's 100%. If a man wants his booty hole played with, I don't know what else
kind is. Of person licks that?
Male or female. That's nothing cute about licking. That's nasty as hell.
That's fucking nasty.
Somewhere with shit's coming out of? No thanks.
I can't think of nothing but.
That's it. Like, what are we talking about? I don't care if you just got out the shower. No thanks. No him, no ma'am, no turkey. No. Women,
from my experience, they can get the best advice in the world about a brother that they see out here.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody, we can all know this dude, to be the shitty guy that he's gonna have multiple females.
Absolutely.
And he wants money. He's not gonna treat you right. All these things, and it could be a good girl, bad girl, whatever the fuck. What we trying to understand at this point is why do women choose these shitty men given the info that they have on them?
Because it's just like, for women, most grown, adult, mature women, it's like you have to go through your experience on your own. It's one of those things that the experience is going to be the best teacher. So because no matter what you tell somebody about somebody, that somebody is going to do their best to not show that hand to that person first off.
Highlight reel.
Right. They ain't coming out the bag showing you I'm the shitty ass nigga. They coming out with the roses and the carpets and the accolades and all of that. They doing all that until they wheel your ass in real good. Then all the gloves are off and they're here. This is who I am, and it's a take it or leave it. Well, you should have showed me this nigga in the first place instead of, then I could have respected or believed what I saw or what I heard versus actually happening.
So again, you should always give a little bit of game to the youth that's coming up? Because first off, I think you can drop jewels to the youth for anybody that might. I think young men and young female that's coming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody can change, and sometimes when men go through life, they do decide at some point that they want to change. And this is for men and women. At some point they decide they want to change. Some of them decide they ain't never gonna change. This is who the fuck they gonna be.
Right.
So at a certain age, they've decided this is who they gonna be. They not changing. Yeah. So it that actually is based on who they've been with and what they've allowed. So if you've been with females that have allowed you to do whatever you want to do, then when you get with the next female or whatever, and she ain't allowing you to do what you want to do, you just gonna go back and deal with the females that are allowing you to do that, and vice versa.
So why do they go for him even though they've been warned?
Because he's laying it on thick.
Yeah, but
either he's laying it on thick or she's laying it on thick.
But she's been warned.
It don't matter. When you don't know,
you got to find out.
You have to find out for yourself. So, and that's just with anybody or anything. You may not know nothing about whatever it is that you dibbling and dabbling in. It don't necessarily got to be a male or female. It could be business. It could be a friendship. It could be whatever it is you're going through.
Sure.
So with that being said, you have to actually deal with those things in order to understand this ain't for me or this is for me.
So should they not heed? Should they not take heed to when people are giving them fair warning that this person is no good, this is a history, or should they kind of chew on what they're getting themselves into dealing with the person they just got the information about?
Well, I think that basically you deal with the person on the level of how they treat you and not from what you've heard from other people. Because with that being said, hell, that person might love you better than they loved her or him. You dig what I'm saying?
I get it.
It's a real true statement. And I never, ever thought about this until now. Okay? And I don't mean now today. I mean now in my current life, in my current situation. You could be with somebody forever and they treat you like shit forever. And then you can get with the next person and they treat you like gold within the first year or 2 or 3 of your life. And the whole thing is, you've been so busy over here trying to convince this person to change, trying to convince this person that you're a good person and you're worthy and this and that. And their mind is set up. They're doing what they're doing. They don't care what you talk about, even though they might tell you something else. They might say, no, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna do better, I'm gonna this, that, and the third. But actions always speak louder than words. You can make your mouth say anything. That was my dad's favorite saying. You can make your mouth say anything. What are your actions showing me? So when somebody is actually showing you who they really are, you have no choice but to believe that.
Fucking believe what they show you.
I don't care what they do, what this is doing.
So what do you tell the young people that's coming up how to navigate that?
Hey, what you see and what you feel, energy is real. Energy is real as hell. Mm-hmm. So if you feeling some type of way about whatever it is that's going on, you better stop, take heed to that, because it's not for nothing. Mm-hmm. God has already given you warning signs, whether it's good or bad.
True. Why do so tell me this, female body count, should it matter?
Absolutely.
Really? I'm
yes.
I'm probably
today's society has made us think that it's okay. Hell, I may even say, for me as a woman, I've never experienced multiple men at once. Okay? It's never been a thing like I'm dealing with 3, 4, 5 different men. And I don't mean sexually. I mean just even conversation, because that matters. Like, I've never been like, I'm gonna talk to 2 or 3 niggas. It's never been that for me. Now I have gotten myself into some situations that at the time I really didn't care about anything.
Sure.
I remember one time, and this was not that long ago. It's probably about like 2, maybe 3 years ago. I was going through, and I just didn't care. I gave my number out to as many men that I wanted to give it to. So with that being said, I was talking to 6 different men at once. 6. And I'm counting them. 6. Talking to them. I mean, wasn't nothing physical going on. I wasn't going over their house. I wasn't, wasn't nothing really going on. But then I looked up and I realized I lied to a couple of them. And that was just it for me. Like, I just decided at that point, let me quit playing with, because I didn't really like none of them. I was just doing something. I was just, let me see what I could do. So with that being said, it's like, it's disgusting. It is degrading. And it is not ladylike for a woman to be sleeping around with multiple men.
Well, you hear you hear them today. If you listen to the female rappers, I don't know if they be. She got different names. I don't know who she is.
Okay, I don't either.
So she rapping. So
she's rapping about bitch ass niggas. If you ain't got shit, yeah, she got another nigga waiting till tomorrow, the next night. A lot
of these girls are giving away a lot of this twat, boy, and they lawn ain't cut, they kids' hair not cut. They giving away a lot of this free twat.
Listen, your body is a temple. Women's bodies are temples. A man's body is a temple. Mm-hmm. Both. It ain't just, I don't really even feel like it's okay for a man to do that either. I don't feel like either one. Now, I will say this. If you're being honest about what you're doing, that's a different ballgame.
Sure.
If the man is letting you know, hey, I'll fool with her and I might fool with her too. And the woman is okay with that,
then everything is fair.
Everything is fair. But if you are sleeping with this man and you don't know about 3 or 4 of the different women, that's a problem.
Well, that's because he wasn't being all the way funky with the bride.
Exactly.
But I'm talking about they body count as these females having a bunch of different bodies.
That's what I'm saying. So hold on, I was going there.
Oh, okay.
So for the females, and so this is for the females and the men too. I can't discriminate. But for a woman, if they have children or children around them, what are you teaching them? Are you teaching them that it's okay to be sleeping with multiple men? Like what is that? What are we talking about?
Well, what I hear a lot typically is it's a double standard men can do it. So it should be okay.
Men ain't supposed to do it. And the whole thing about that is if you're dealing with a man that's doing that, then that's so probably ain't the man for you.
You don't feel like men are put here to have multiple, like they're in other countries. Better yet, have you ever heard like men having multiple wives? But how many times have you ever heard of wives?
I've heard that
wives having multiple husbands at once.
Never.
Okay, because the men are put here to be fruitful and multiply. Like today's era, I don't know if it's just in this era, they could like when the woman and the man split up, the woman just takes the kid. And back then, the way I hear that's that man's kid. Those are his lineage. Mm-hmm. You come along with that package. Those babies go with him. That's his bloodline.
Well, something got messed up in the bloodline or in the what's going on, because the men ain't never taking no kid. When have you ever seen a man and a woman split up and the man said, I'm taking my kid with me? I'm gonna wait.
Don't make me raise my hand now.
Okay.
I mean,
all right. Because it just don't happen.
It's getting better today for men taking their babies.
You're right. It's getting better today. But growing up, it's never been a thing. I'm taking my kid. That man is running off because now he got to go figure out what he about to do next.
So the body count shouldn't matter. Or it should matter because your body is a temple. And that's not becoming of no kind of way. Don't call yourself no woman, no queen, no lady if everybody can hop on you. And
absolutely.
You can wrap it in, I'm getting whatever the fuck raps you want to do. that shit, are they still considered whores?
Yeah. I mean, if you running around here sleeping with multiple men for money or just because.
Do you feel like feminism ruins society?
It can. It can. On levels of integrity of the woman.
Well, they said that was the way that feminism comes, where the wife wants to be always in competition or comparison with the man. She feels like, oh well, like I said, he could do it, we should be able to do it. The same thing. I believe that women should be able to do whatever in this world. He works
to a certain level.
Always to a certain
level, a certain extent. Like I don't feel like now. Here's what I will say that so some women are stronger, more dominant, and smarter as far as business, money, and all of those things go along. So I feel like the men in power, they don't give the women a chance, but they always want the woman to help. So it's not fair. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I can help you, but I can't make as much money as you. Like what? That's a problem. How can I know more than you and I'm helping you along because you came and asked me?
Just because you the man.
So there's the boundary, the double standard, what's not right. Because if I'm bringing to the table more than what you're bringing to the table, but you're the man, so you automatically get paid more. What is we talking about?
So they say this is. Say females get money and they start thinking about, they self and how they can be doing better. They say a man get money, he automatically start thinking about his family. And I think this is that not true?
Absolutely.
I think about mine when I get money.
I mean, you may think about, but see, okay, so that's conditional.
Okay.
Let me say that. That may be true because some men, when they're taught right, and they understand their purpose, then yes, of course, they're going to think about their family. Mm-hmm. And women the same way. I'm one of those. When I get money and I'm blessed beyond measure, I'm immediately thinking about my family first.
Sure.
But that's just me.
So I'm a guy, and I think that a lot of men will possibly, I know we all don't think the same, but if I was to go ask a bunch of men, I believe if they had an option between a natural woman and a woman that's all plasticed up and all the kind of shit, they choose if men tell women, the women's society, that they would prefer natural, why all the extra?
Some women, they just want to look better for longer. Some women are doing it because everybody else is doing it. Some women are doing it because they're worrying about what everybody else is saying about them instead of worrying about who they really are as a person. So, and most men, I'm going to tell you what, they say, if that's what makes her happy, then they're not going to go against it. Or they'll say, hell no, I want a natural woman. But they will still sleep with a woman that's not, that got all of this going on. Yeah. But that's not the woman that they really want.
We're not going to take her home.
Yeah. Men really want a natural woman, period.
So how do you feel in the world? Are you full of women, ethnicities? Like you're proud to be
absolutely
a melanated woman.
Listen, if I got the choice to come back and be a race again,
it's gonna be us.
It's gonna be us. Like, what is we talking about? Yes.
So you ain't never ever gave none of the white men none of that nothing.
Oh my God! When I say never. Never, ever, ever. Like, I don't know. It's a thing for me. Like, a different ethnicity. They just don't smell like we smell. They just don't. I don't know. So the hair, from it being washed to just their skin, it's just not the same as ours. So yeah, I've never. I ain't gonna say I ain't never dated.
Yeah.
Outside my race, but they ain't made it. It's never been a.
So what do you think about when guys they say, well, because I've seen 100 million conversations and men say, I will even give my opinion on it, but a lot of men, they go out of America and they go find women elsewhere because of, and it's the reason why they stray away from black women because of, they just say that they're
the angry women, angry black women
syndrome. Combative.
Mm-hmm.
They take strength and combativeness and they misunderstand what the balances are. You know, so and that's a lot of black men that go to other races. And I would say it will be for peace. But I won't say all, but not even, we're gonna go further than just melanated women. We're gonna go to people leaving the country because of Americanized women, how they operate and how they think. Now, they say that they go and find women that are raised to be wives. They're soft, they're not all that combative. It's not about, and a lot of black women are like, oh, they run over there because they could just run over that bitch, and it don't be that. Maybe you should listen to a man. How do you feel about that? Tell them fucking get that bitch, huh?
No, I actually feel like it depends on who the man is and what he's been through and where he's going to. Like, I don't want to just be with a man because he chose me, but then he ain't right. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
you ain't who you really need to be for me or any of the other women. You know what I'm saying? That you've been with, that you with, or whatever. Like, no woman that is in her soft era and that has reached that wants to be with anyone that just wants to treat a woman however they want to treat them.
I really don't believe it. I don't believe it to be about treating a woman how they want to be, how just any kind of way. I believe as a man that they go out of the country because of they're literally, you know, it's not for, okay, let's just go from when they say, I hear a lot of melanated women like, yeah, they go to these other races, these other white chicks because they could just run over them. But
yeah,
that's what they say.
That's what it is.
Do you think so?
100%, from the Mexicans to the white girls to the Asians to the whatever other race. I feel like black men, for certain, choose the other race because they don't want to stop and figure out what's wrong with this black woman. Why is she so combative? What has she been through? How can I, or what can I do to soften her? What can I do to make things better for her? They just want to throw us to the wolves, but here's the thing, y'all came from us.
Mm-hmm.
So how you want to throw us to the wolves instead of helping us reach the error that we need to be in order to love the way we need to love?
Okay, two things that come to my mind is, from my experience of what I hear from men, like I stated, they take off for peace. They say, but now on the other hand, when we're just speaking, are we charged with fixing traumatized women now?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. But when you see a woman and you know she's been through some things, you can't just throw her away because she done been through some things.
You stayed around and messed with her long enough.
So why would you just throw her to the wolves? Like, because now you done got to know her and understand her. So here's the thing. Are you going to throw her to the wolves because you just don't want to deal with that? or you gonna throw her to the wolves because you know that you can go get somebody that's gonna do as you say and be how you need them to be, versus somebody that's actually been through some real life things and they weren't raised to just be this.
But it doesn't be like that for me.
Well, but here's the thing, here's the issue, because you led with they go out of the country to find the soft girls. Those girls are raised rich, they raised with power, they raised so they can be in their soft girl era. We're not.
So we come from the same thing this country has put us through.
Exactly. So how in the hell is you about to run up on the soft girl era, a soft girl here in the United States, unless she's been raised that way. And there are women here that have been raised that way.
I see a lot of females that are so combative, it's a nightmare. It's a real nightmare. I got a homeboy, I don't want to say his name because he watches this shit, but he's married to I've seen him with black women my entire life, and it's been nothing but a nightmare. And he's married to a white woman now. He says they still have problems. You know, it's not about running her over, but I have not seen him go through any of the shit that he was going through. And I would stay in my melanated women area. But I completely understand I'm gonna say something my grandma don't like when I say. I hate to say it. I say, Granny, I think white women should be for everybody. I mean, like fucking everybody. Black women shouldn't. I don't think white men should ever be able to get. Yeah, I know it.
You see my mouth over here like.
But I really don't care, honestly. But on the other hand, it's just. So slavery is far away. It's not.
Slavery is going on right now in today's society. Now, as a black mother, I've never. Kiwan, my son, could not bring no white girls home. That was not. And now, if you wanted to date her at school or outside of here, that's fine. But as far as bringing her home in your high school days or era or whatever,
well, tell me something.
I just was never on that page as far as
because you came
accepting that. However, hold on, let me finish. Now, as a grown woman, and I've been through life, and I understand so much more, I'm not against it. I'm not for it, but I'm not against it. My thing now is, if you love her, she loves you, she treats you right, you treat her right.
I agree.
I agree. I can't say I don't want you to be with no white woman no more. My thing is, if she treats you good, you treat her good, and y'all are compatible with one another, I'm not gonna say nothing about it.
I do agree. I do agree now about that, because it was. But
growing up,
one thing I believe in is I like little bitty black puff-tailed girls, babies that's coming up. I would want the lineage to always make sure it stays solid black.
There you go. So, and that's the thing for me too. Like, I'm a black woman, so you don't think I want some little black babies running around?
I don't get mad that
I'm not mad about mixed kids or nothing like that.
I don't get mad that white folks want their babies to be staying white and all that. I don't get upset. I believe the same. But what was so why do you think this is that parents told our elders, man, don't go out there messing with none of the white girls because of.
The reason why is because a white person can say anything about us.
They get you imitated.
They gonna believe the white woman ever before they believe the black man.
And they say they'll throw your ass under the jail.
So why would you even put yourself in that situation? She could say, like, it happened so many stories. The women that said you raped him and you didn't even rape him. Now a man is doing life in prison because you.
It's still going on today. Do you believe that Puffy should be in jail?
feel like Puffy did a lot, and I can't say that all of it was with it, just the whole Cassie situation, yeah. Because the
all
fact
he did was beat her up, right? Slap her.
Oh, you beat the shit out of her.
I know, but
on several occasions, drug her, beat her.
Why she didn't leave then?
I mean, I feel that too.
That means she stayed for her own gain.
Yeah.
And once you stay for your own gain, we can't feel. Now, if he would have whooped her ass and she was trying to get away and she wasn't.
Well, when he was whooping her ass, she was trying to get away.
She was trying to get away, but she would have came back. Which brings me to.
Well, he kept dragging her back. Now, Jermaine, we're not gonna act.
You said he moved her. He whooped her ass on numerous occasions.
And every time you watching him whip her ass, she's trying to leave.
Yeah, in that one fight.
Yeah,
this wouldn't be the only time.
Well, here's the thing: if you whooping my ass and dragging me back, I keep trying to leave. She wanted to kill me.
But you would leave when you got the chance to.
Absolutely.
She kept coming back.
Yeah,
which means she went for her own gain.
She never told. She never said what she needed to say in order to really leave.
Because she stayed for money. That's what it is. So she was in it for.
So therefore, I don't really just feel so bad for her. And I mean, I just, even with the whole Diddy, even in the R. Kelly situation,
he is the GOAT. Let's start there.
Listen, I got Kills on my playlist right now. Okay, that's my man. I love Kills. I ain't never about to hate on Kills. Even with his situation, I feel like
he should be in there if he did that shit, but I just think everybody else should be in there with his ass.
I think that he should be in there. And let me tell you why I don't think he should be in there. All of these parents that 20 years later, 20, 30 years later, y'all want to come out the woodworks, y'all only doing that because y'all ran out of money. He done paid all of y'all because there's no way y'all was about to let y'all child go in wherever and deal with this man or X, Y, and Z. He paid all y'all.
Facts.
So then what ended up happening, the man ran out of money. Now y'all everybody wanna, what Me Too?
Yeah,
the Me Too movement.
That Me Too
now
movement.
Y'all want a Me Too movement, but y'all wasn't Me Too in 20 years ago when y'all was getting this money and y'all was going to volunteer to do all these things. Kel said he never made nobody stay. They all
he couldn't stay. They said he kidnapped them two women. Them girls. Ain't no way
them parents
go allow that to
happen. Allow them kids to go and no, they were being paid. They were okay with it all until the money was gone.
So
that's my personal opinion.
You see how they did? Okay, we got Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Puffy, Shannon Sharp. Did you remember the Shannon Sharp thing?
Yeah.
What did he do wrong?
Nothing.
Everybody, even over here where I'm at, you got people that's 40 and 50 saying, oh man, I would have never been messing with no girl that age, 20 years old. I said, man, you lying.
Well, here's the thing
I don't get rich just to mess with old women.
The thing about that part is, right now, in Wichita, Kansas, men have been messing with women or little girls that they never should have been messing with.
I agree.
But here's the thing about that. They were in a position to where the parents either one, didn't care, or two, were unaware. And it's only those two things. Either they didn't know or they didn't care.
Well, with R. Kelly, they knew.
I know. I feel like they knew.
He
was exactly. They were, all those people were, all those parents. It was too many Me Too's after Kells. That were y'all all knew what y'all was doing. Y'all was getting paid all that money, and then y'all decided when the money ran out, one person said something. Now y'all all just jumped on the bandwagon, and that man is just in jail.
Because anybody can say anything, and it's typically everybody say, "Oh, well, he went on ahead and paid her and copped to something." Well, sometimes it's just cheaper to go to court, or it's cheaper to pay you than to keep fighting.
Right, absolutely.
And
but then he ran out of money.
Then now his ass is in jail.
So now he in jail.
So let me get to this. You've been married a couple times, right?
Absolutely, I have.
So you believe in love?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
So if I use a word like submission, is that triggering for you?
No, it's not.
Are you sure that, because submission, man, that will get you killed?
It can. If you're with the right or wrong person, absolutely it can.
So you've been married a couple times, huh?
Yes, I've been married twice.
Okay. Your first marriage, from what we talked about, you was dealing with shit. You know, you was mishandled. You had to deal with being betrayed. Through all of that, do you still believe in following a man, or do you feel relationships should be more balanced?
I believe in following a man.
Yeah.
But it also needs to be balanced. And not saying that he's following me, but we're reciprocating energy with one another. I
had a female to say, well, I'll follow him if he tells me ABC. So I said, yeah, well, I kind of wonder, what if you can't see his vision? Do you still follow?
Well, I hope he's telling me his vision, because if you ain't telling me your vision, what am I following? That don't make sense. I can't follow nothing that I don't understand. That don't make sense.
Yeah, but it's following conditional when you're in a relationship with a man. That's said that, you know, because...
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, let me say why. Because what are you leading me to? If I don't know what I'm being led to, meaning, and not saying that I need to know everything, every moment, that ain't what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I'm saying, are you right? Are you doing good things? Are you showing me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Your goodness, as far as being a good father, as far as being a good husband, as far as being good to your mother. Those things are what I'm talking about, following, as far as teaching me to be financially stable, following God, you know, all of those things is what I'm talking about.
So that's what a man would have to show you in order to earn your trust.
Absolutely.
Enough for following.
Absolutely.
What are some things in that first marriage that you had to go through that affected you? Like, that affects you even to get you to where you are today? What did he put you through?
Well, when we first got together, he was really, really good to me. He treated me like a queen. Like, I didn't never have to worry about nothing. I didn't even have to work if I didn't want to. That's how good he was to me. But then once we moved to Tulsa, Oklahoma, where he's from, and I didn't know nobody, then I really feel like the real him came out, because now you're cheating. Now you're not coming home. Now you're not caring about it being in my face. Like, I never even knew you was this person. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm following you and I'm thinking that you're showing me these good things. But when we get down there to where you from, you showing me who you really are. Exactly. So you were falsifying.
And you were young though too, right?
Absolutely, I was young.
So do you think that youth and your inexperience played a lot to do with, because you wouldn't let a motherfucker do it now?
I mean, here's the thing about that. It's like, if you're dealing with somebody, you can only see as far as what you see. So if I'm dealing with you and you showing me all this good shit about you, how am I gonna know that you fucked up or you have this other side to you if I've never experienced that side to you? So even though I was young, I wasn't dumb. You see what I'm saying? So when I get down there, I mean, I didn't stay in the marriage. After I was down there and we went through all of that, it was pretty much done.
What did it take for you to get up out of that motherfucker? Because
I was about to go to jail. I was gonna kill him and her. Yeah, because you was playing in my face. Like,
so is love blind enough for you to just watch some of these? For you know, because you just said, like, well, you know, you showing me all these good things. You know, how am I supposed to know that? Let's say if some of them bad behaviors from that man come out, is love blind enough to make you overlook some of that shit?
It can be. It can be depending on who you're dealing with. You know, if you're dealing with it. So in my second marriage, yes.
Okay.
I was so blinded, and I wanted the marriage so bad that I pretty much accepted whatever. I was dealing with way too much. Like, I should have never been through any of the things that I ever went through with him.
Okay, it's your second marriage involved abuse, substance abusive.
Yes.
How did that shape you? Did it shape you into like a more of a traditional woman, or push you towards being independent and with a modern mindset?
It did push me to be independent, but it also pushed me to a place where I didn't care about what I was dealing with. Like, leaving that relationship, I didn't heal. I was just running around here dealing with whatever I could or whatever I thought was okay at the time, instead of really truly stopping and healing and growing, getting myself back in relationship with God and doing what I needed to do to make sure that Cheryl was straight. I didn't do that. I just was out here and just...
You better tell them how important that healing process is.
Listen, ladies, fellas, men, women, boys, girls, all ages, races, colors, healing does not discriminate. Okay? If you do not stop and heal from what you've been through, it is impossible to go on to your next chapter, or you're going to bleed into your next chapter. You're going to damage whomever you're going to deal with next, and it's going to be toxic, especially if that person is already toxic and they ain't healed, and they're just, now we just in this relationship and ain't nobody healed. Like, you have to really stop. Love yourself. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to be by yourself. It's okay to learn you again. It's okay to love yourself beyond measures in order to understand who you really are and understand what you really want out of life. If you don't do those things, and it's so much better to understand this younger, so when you're getting older, you see the warning signs and you set boundaries and expectations, not only for that person, but for yourself. So healing, y'all, listen, when I tell you, I didn't ever even understand it. I'm just running through life. This last relationship, I wasn't even married. The last relationship after my marriage, I wasn't married.
I'm gonna touch that.
Okay.
So it's a lot of unhealed people out here. That's why this shit is running ragged.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So healing is a process that everybody really need to chew on when they get yourself right, because it's unfair to the next person. Maybe the next person's not traumatized and you are traumatized.
Yeah.
The person.
Yeah.
So after experiencing the betrayal and the abuse, how do you view intimacy in the relationship now? Do you see it as duty, something based on an emotional connection, or something that could become a form of control for you?
Intimacy now is, for me, it's a pleasure. You know, it's not controlling. It's not any of those things. It's pretty much now, it's just a flowing thing, you know? When in intimacy doesn't always have to involve sex. You can be intimate in somebody's mind, you know? How they stimulate you, how they push you, how they pour into you, you know, all of those things matter. And so if you're not learning to be intimate with yourself, it's hard to be intimate with others.
Have you ever used sex as control? Yeah, you did that shit. You did that shit. You said you don't, like, if you're not being nice, you're not getting none of this stuff. You're not being right or anything, or making somebody you with, because a lot of married men, right? they get married and they say that shit. Because it's unfair that you get married and now there's a lock on the shit or some type of control over it. No.
Well, here's the thing about that. Let's be clear. If the relationship is balanced and we understand where we are in the relationship, there's not going to be a lock. There's not going to be a no. There's not going to be a boundary set when y'all are on the same page. The only time it gets construed is when she mad about some shit he done did, or he mad about some shit she done did. Now he want to run off and go mess with Susie Joe over here because he feeling like, yeah, he mad at her or whatever. And the same vice versa. Now I'm gonna lock it down over here because he done pissed me off because he done messed with Susie Joe.
What if y'all married and he ain't going to mess with nobody? Y'all, it's just y'all. Y'all married. Shit goes up and down. You mad? He mad? Do you still give him something if he wants it?
Yeah, I would.
Tell the motherfucking females in the nation to quit trying to control that twat.
Yeah, no. I mean, hell, that might make the shit. That might make whatever y'all tripping about. Y'all ain't even tripping about no more. What are you talking about?
Hey, you know what? They could be wiping sweat. Like, you know what, baby? I see it your way now.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to. When you're in a relationship, it's not just about you no more.
Oh my, yeah.
It's not just about you no more. You have to learn that you don't, and here's the thing, you never know what he's dealing with. You only know what he's telling you. So you telling him no, and then he gonna mess with Susie Joe over here. How you gonna be mad when you just tell him no? I mean, I'm gonna be mad that you mess with her, but
damn, you know, because
it makes sense. Like, why am I telling you no when we are here together? We're paying bills, we're growing, we're doing everything together. What I'm gonna tell you no?
Don't cut my access off.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Don't
that
use
don't
it
make
as
sense.
control.
No,
I've seen a female online said she used this as a reward system. Like he's doing something good, then he can get it if he. No, you know, but that I guess.
Are they still together?
Probably not.
Yeah.
So, do you feel your past made you more guarded or more intentional when it comes to it?
It's more intentional.
Yeah, how you
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
Because you gotta really control how you, because the intimacy thing is a real energy, right?
Absolutely.
So you really have to be intentional on not only sexual intimacy, just intimacy in general. Like
a man that just because you can mess with her, that you go mess with her. Just the same as a female. Man, a man don't want no. I could have anybody I wanted to have, if I wanted to have them.
That must be a superpower, don't it? Like,
I mean, it can be. But here's the thing: that don't mean I'm about to lay down with whomever just because I know I can get them. That's childish.
Right. True.
You know what I'm saying? So the whole thing, even about for a man, I don't want no man. Just like y'all don't want a woman that's gonna lay down with anybody because they don't care about their body count or they don't care about their temple. I don't want a man that can go just because you can go sleep with her or whatever. I don't necessarily want you. I want you to care about your temple and your body as well.
Yeah. So, side note. As a female, I've said this on numerous occasions. I said, man, do you consciously know as a female, you can wake up tomorrow morning, you don't have a man then, but you know if you wanted to, you can go get laid.
Absolutely.
How easy is that?
A phone call.
Hey, you might as a man, I might have to, if niggas turn into women for a little bit, motherfucker might be like, as your friend, I need you to tell me, am I a hoe? I've been getting down through there. You know what I mean? It's just too easy. Let's go to this. In your last relationship, control played a major role, even without marriage. Based on that, do you believe 50-50 partnerships, or do you think defined roles work better?
I don't like neither one of them. The 50-50 or defined roles. I feel like relationships are designed for those people to be.
It's every relationship is different.
Every relationship is different, right?
Yeah.
But all that control, all that trying to, and this is for the man or the woman. All that trying to control somebody and trying to dictate who they are, where does that get you? Where does that get the man or the female at the end of the day? Because when they turn the lights on and they really understand what they're going through, it may be too late. It may be like, damn, I've been spending all this time thinking that things are going to get better, or thinking that me doing this was going to have me in this position. When at the end of the day, this person is who they are, and they're just treating you like the rest of whomever else they treat.
I think that'll end up at the end of the day, a relationship that doesn't work out, and a lot of wasted damn time.
That's basically what I just said. What are we doing?
From your experience, what actually works in a real relationship versus what people think?
Communication, being honest with yourself. Because if you're honest with yourself, it leaves no room for you to be honest, to not be honest with anybody else. Like, how I'm gonna be honest with me, but then I'm sitting here lying to you. It doesn't go together. Right. So if I'm honest with Cheryl, when I come talk to you about how I'm feeling,
I agree.
You leave no room to be lying or being dishonest or
communication and being 100 with everybody.
Absolutely.
Just being open to, you got to really be open with one another to, because when I say my prayers, I ask for understanding. I understand how I am, so I pray for reconditioning, because I know I can get to the point to where I can't hear certain things. Like I don't care. But on the other hand, I know that I don't know everything. So once I got an understanding of that, I have to chew on and be willing to listen to what's coming out their mouth, even though I don't understand it all the way at the point. So,
but here's the thing with people. Some people talk and communicate because they're not necessarily listening. Their only thing is they got something to say back off of everything somebody's saying. So if you're in a relationship with somebody and you don't never hear them, but they talking, it's never gonna be a relationship. The relationship ain't never gonna be what it needs to be. Because if I'm steady saying, I don't like when you do this, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, and I'm steady saying that, and you're saying, well, I don't like when you do this, and I don't like when you do this. You're only listening to respond. You're not listening to understand. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah, that is the biggest problem.
If we're not trying to understand one another, we're never going to get anywhere. How is things ever going to change when you don't hear nothing that I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't, because that's one thing. If I come to you about a problem, I want you to chew on my problem.
Because
what I done did and what no.
And what else I don't like is, don't you bring up my shit because I'm bringing up how I feel about what's going on. Let's address what I'm saying to you right now. How are we going back now because I didn't like when you did this and I don't. Whoa. How is that even a conversation when we was cool until I brought up
narcissistic?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
If I'm talking to you, that's like me telling you what I don't like, Jermaine. I'm saying I don't like this, I don't like that, X, Y, Z. You come back and say, well, shit, sure, I don't like this, and I don't like. You didn't give a damn about what I just said that I don't like.
Exactly.
You only said you only listening to respond.
Answering.
Exactly. You're not listening to understand what I'm saying. So therefore, how are we going to ever connect? How are things ever going to work?
There's no growth there for nobody.
Exactly.
So in the healing and all of that, looking at all three of the situations: cheating, abuse, control, how has your mindset about love, trust, relationships evolved over time?
Well, being that I've been healing and I've been growing and learning to love Cheryl first, then I have boundaries. I'm not accepting anything no more. I'm not just putting myself in situations that I don't understand what the outcome is going to be. And so when you get there, and the younger you are and you get there, then you won't be living in a life to where you're allowing things and your life to control you instead of you controlling your life.
What did it really take for you to heal and not carry those experiences into your next chapter? What kind of work did
I was
you have
intentional.
to put in?
I was intentional about changing. I was intentional about growing. I was intentional about wanting to be better in the next relationship that I was in. And when you ask, like, that's what I'm saying. If I'm being intentional and I'm asking my man, or, you know what I'm saying, my significant other, not what can I bring to the table, but how can I be better for us? And the response I got was, I need you to be the best version of yourself that you can be. When I was told that, I didn't understand it, but now I do. So when you understand who you are and whose you are, and you get to walking in that, then everything can grow and go the way that it needs to go. Because no matter what we're going through during the day, I'm going to be intentional about when he call me and whatever he needs from me, and vice versa. It's going to be the same. When I'm calling him about whatever I'm going through, he's going to be intentional about listening. He's going to be intentional about trying to help me through my situation. And the same, it's just going to be the same. If we're not doing that, if there's no reciprocation of energy, and it doesn't have to be, I bought you something, so you bought me something.
No.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, hey man, I had a bad day. I'm going through some shit.
You just want an ear, a shoulder.
Yeah.
Somebody to really.
Yeah. And his response is, well, where you at? Pull up, or I'm about to pull up on you. What can I do to make things better for you? How can I help?
Sometimes the little things matter.
Exactly. It's the little things for me, because I feel like in the past, the bigger things have camouflaged the bullshit.
I get it.
You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna do that for you. But then you only doing this and that, so you can still keep doing and being the person that you've been being. Versus, let me change this. Let me be different. You know what I'm saying? Now moving forward, I don't have no more time to play. So you ain't gonna get too much time to be playing with me as far as just where I want to be and moving forward in my future.
Well, hell, shit, that's straight from the horse's mouth, man. We get a lot of jewels from Miss Cheryl, man. She's been sprinkling it for a minute. Absolutely. Today, man. What advice would you give any young people coming up dealing with relationships to try to navigate the world that we in, and to just, if anybody that hasn't healed, what advice can we get in before you get up out of here? Because you seem to be on you're not allowing these old things in life to dictate
who I am today.
Your every day.
Absolutely.
You'll smile. You go do the things that you do. When we see you up here, you rocking normal, and it seems like even though what you went through out here, a lot of these things you're not carrying up here with you.
Absolutely not.
So what do we tell the youth? What do we tell anybody? It ain't even the youth. What do we tell anyone?
Just tell everybody, the men and the women, heal. Learn how to heal first before you go into any relationships moving forward. Learn to love yourself first. Learn to take care of yourself first. Learn boundaries. Learn just all the things that you know that you haven't learned, that you don't learn, that you're not aware of. Like, you don't want to be in no relationships and then the relationship is over. Now you sitting up here talking about, I hear women say this all the time. Now what am I going to do? What the hell? What do you mean what you going to do? Even the men, be ready to kill themselves, kill the women, all of this. What are we talking about? I was who I am before I met this person. And if you really truly love that person, you're going to want them to win. You're going to want them to be happy, whether it's with you or without you. So just learn how to love yourself. Learn how to be peaceful. Ladies, learn how to be more women. Ladylike. Don't worry about society and what it's teaching you. Ain't nobody saying don't watch it. Ain't nobody saying don't be a part of whatever you have going on. But who are you as a person? Even the men. You ain't got to run around here and do all of what you see that your uncles and your brothers and your daddies and all of these people do. Learn yourself. Learn what you want. Learn how you want to communicate with your significant other and just the world, period, itself. You just gonna be a better person.
Smile, be happy. God is good.
Absolutely.
And where can we catch you at next? What can we be expecting coming from you? I know we got some things to work. You the lash lady.
Absolutely. I'm really wanting to put down my lash tools. That's really the next chapter. I'm actually moving and growing. I will have a new location here soon. And so I just want to continue to pour into everyone that I can touch, everyone that's listening, everyone that wants to grow and wants to heal. You got to pay attention to yourself first and foremost, and not just a little bit. I mean, a lot of it. It is scary. And some people don't even know how to be alone. But when you're alone, you learn yourself. And you learn the things you like, you learn the things that you don't like. So then you can set boundaries with people and for yourself. So you can just be the person that God called you to be instead of the person that society wants you or expects you to be.
You're going to be in the world, but not of it.
Come on now.
Well, man, I appreciate all the time. And we are going to drop a follow-up video for whenever you do move so we can tell more about what it is you got going, where to locate you, things you got going, because a lot of these females need you.
Well, y'all know I'm going to continue doing my yoni steams, my body sculpting. I do twists. I do a little bit of braiding and some hair and stuff. I'm really going to let my little cousin, she's going to come on board with us, and I really want to let her just do the lashes. I mean, I will do lashes, but my goal is to turn her up and let her go crazy and just me adapt and evolve into some other lanes of my life. I think that it's time for me to turn a different chapter, and it's time for me to love on my community a little bit more. The youth is really where I'm focused at and where I want to grow. So that's where we at.
Drop the comments. Y'all want to reach out to her. Do you have any tags you want to drop on them? Anywhere to reach out?
Y'all know y'all can reach me. Cheryl DOWNEY is my Facebook. Beyond Lashes. Holistic Spa Boutique is my Facebook page. My Instagram is Shirley Bird. My Snapchat is Queen Cheryl. Y'all can find me anywhere. My number's still available. Yeah. That's going to be the business line. 316-209-8430 is going to be the business line. So yeah, y'all can find me, reach me.
Making America great again. Y'all.
Yeah. Them yoni steams. If you want to detox from anything that you got going on, if you have cancerous cells, if you have really bad menstrual periods, if you need to get a snapback, get yourself back together down there. Like, I got you. I got you.
All right, well, we're gonna reach out sooner than later.
Thank you so much.
Having this conversation.